let's join the voice of St. Louis wrestling, Larry Matisic.
The fabulous Freebird will undoubtedly be trying to use his controversial new hold today on St. Louis wrestling. Hello, I'm Larry Matisic, and Terry Gordy is just one of the stars on today's card. A mixed tag match is coming up, and let's get right to the ring. And Mickey Garagiola now for other tag team action. Welcome to St. Louis Wrestling. This match, an Australian tag team match, a one-fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing from Orlando, Florida, weighing 236 pounds, Buddy Landell. From Davenport, Iowa, weighing 233 pounds, Max Blue. From El Paso, Texas, weighing 222 pounds, Guerrero. From Houston, Texas, weighing 223 pounds, Tom Pritchard. Referee Mark Brenner, Lee Walsh. Chavo Guerrero and Tom Pritchard. That should be a high-flying duel, but they have their hands full against tough Max Blue and cocky Buddy Landell. Pritchard and Landell circle one another. Tossed by Landell on Pritchard. There have been some hot and heavy moments between these two gentlemen. Pritchard takes a look at Max Blue to make sure he's where he belongs. To hit him, Tom yells, high-flying Chavo Guerrero. Landell, hoist Pritchard. Big body slam by Buddy Landell. Pritchard tries to straighten out that spine. We'll have to have Cardinals trainer emeritus Bob Bowman take a look at Tommy Pritchard. He take a few more of those body slams. Landell not lacking for confidence. Reminds many people of a young Buddy Rogers. Landell twists Pritchard to the rope, fires him into the stomach. Pritchard comes flying. Big shot from Buddy Landell. And Landell coming out early in the match and taking command. A forearm smash, that was legal. Really, everything Landell's done so far has been legal. Oh, look at Pritchard. He reverses the hip toss. And Landell is slammed by Tommy Pritchard. Arm drag by Pritchard. A second arm drag by Pritchard. Tom Pritchard. One of Mickey Garagiola's favorite wrestlers, and I'll tell you, Mickey Garagiola is not the minority in the greater St. Louis area. A lot of people like this young man. Here comes Chavo Guerrero. Chavo twists the arm around. Side headlock by Landell on Chavo. Landell at the rope, so does Chavo. They're both flying. Chavo's waiting. Leapfrog over the top. And Landell goes flying. Guerrero goes in the air and brings Landell right over the top. Chavo with a chop, an open hand blow that was legal. Chavo Guerrero drops it. Now Landell's not quite so cocky. Tag made to Tom Pritchard, and Landell must be wondering what happened. Forearm smashed by Pritchard. Flying there by Pritchard. Landell's not strutting now. Oh, did you see that leg drop from Pritchard? A lot of guys try to use that, but I don't see too many use it as well as Pritchard. He was as high as the top ring rope. The referees have to run Max Blue out of there. Blue wanting to help his partner who's in trouble. Tom Pritchard started out working in the wrestling office for promoter Paul Bosch in Houston, Texas. He was a gopher. That's exactly what it was. He got off school when he was a high school student. He had a driver's license. He drove Paul Bosch all over Houston. Eventually got involved there, started working out with the wrestlers. He was very adept at different types of judo and karate. Got to know the wrestlers. They started training him. At the same time, Tom was doing publicity for Paul Bosch. One thing led to another, and pretty soon he gave up his typewriter to the ring. I tell you, Larry, that reminds me of another fellow. Well, Larry Madison did the same thing when he didn't know how to wrestle, but he did the same thing for Sam Munson for years. Well, that's true. That's how he started. That's right. Typing the stories, doing the releases, calling in the results. The late Ray Gillespie was there at ringside. All the matches at Teal Auditorium in the arena. It's quite a training ground. People like the late Ray Gillespie and, of course, my dear friend, the master of them all, Sam Munson. Max Blue catches a kick to the stomach by Tom Pritchard. Pritchard ducking inside. Blue blocking the suplex. He lifts Pritchard. Max Blue with a body slam on Tom Pritchard. Blue showing a lot of fire right here. Tag made to Buddy Landell. Max Blue sort of making a showing right there. Landell misses the elbow. Oh, Pritchard doesn't miss that flying cross-body block, but he only gets a count of one. Landell with a kick to the stomach, and then a knee lift by Buddy Landell. Flying there by Landell, and then he hooks the head of Tom Pritchard. Landell squeezing Pritchard's head. Pritchard trying to get to his feet. The referee keeping a close eye on the proceedings. Pritchard bangs an elbow into the stomach, a second elbow. Landell misses with another elbow. Oh, Landell caught him, lost him. Reverse rolling cradle backfires because Landell holds the rope. Good job getting here, says Buddy Landell to Max Blue. Five minutes left. Pritchard. The forearm smash to Max Blue. Pritchard. Takes to the air with the flying feet and clubs. Max Blue. Here comes Chavo Guerrero. Guerrero. Let's move the rope. Drop toe hold. Nicely done. Guerrero stepping inside with a double toe hold. Leaning forward, grabs the arm. There is your classic surfboard. Your classic surfboard, old boy, right out of the textbook. Chavo Guerrero bringing Max Blue back. That could be a submission hold, believe me. Landell knows it. Here comes Landell on the right side. Landell knows exactly how punishing that hold of Chavo Guerrero should be. Guerrero with a kick into the side and then a kick to the neck of Max Blue by Chavo Guerrero. Forearm uppercut by Chavo Guerrero. Tag made to Tom Pritchard. Hey, Guerrero and Pritchard are making quite a tag team combination. Oh, Max Blue whips to the rope. Guerrero and Pritchard firing elbows at Max Blue. Do something else. Buddy Landell to Max Blue. Oh, Blue's trying his best. Just as right now, that well-oiled machine is named Chavo Guerrero and Tom Pritchard. Back suplex by Chavo Guerrero. Unselfish tag by Guerrero. Blue was in trouble, and Guerrero gave the tag to Pritchard. Flying cross body block. Count of 1, 2, and 3. Buddy Landell is infuriated. Look at Landell. He's yelling at Max Blue. What's the matter with you, man? You can't blame Max Blue for that. I gotta tell you, Guerrero and Pritchard is one move after another. I mean, they were all over their air in that ring. Landell upset with Max Blue, but Max Blue can't really take the blame for this. He just got caught in a well-oiled machine. Let's go to Mickey Garagiola. In 6 minutes and 46 seconds, cross body block. The winner, Tom Pritchard, Chavo Guerrero. Actually, one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing from Columbus, Georgia, weighing 241 pounds, Jerry Oates. From New York, weighing 332 pounds, Butcher Salvicchio. Referee Eddie Smith. Oh, Butcher Salvicchio comes up behind Jerry Oates. It's Salvicchio. Oates still has his jacket on. Salvicchio pounding on Jerry Oates. A big man, 336 pounds. Jerry Oates fighting back. Oates puts Salvicchio down. Oates with an uppercut. Salvicchio started it. Jerry Oates with a forearm uppercut. Catches Salvicchio right in the mouth. A knee lift by Jerry Oates, the Georgia Greyhound. Flying there by Oates. Remember, next Saturday night at Kiel, Oates is going to have Cowboy Scott Casey, his partner, against Dick Murdoch and the man who taught Murdoch everything he knows, killer Carl Cox. Salvicchio whips to the rope. Elbow smash. They takes off Salvicchio's head. Oates, the spinning toe hold. The spinning toe hold by Jerry Oates on Butcher Salvicchio. Salvicchio crying out. And he submits Jerry Oates. The Georgia Greyhound was flying today. Well, think about that Mr. Murdoch. Jerry Oates was caught by surprise. He never got his jacket off. And then he tore right into Salvicchio, caught him with an elbow smash, and then the spinning toe hold. That's enough to stop anybody. Here's ring announcer Mickey Garagiola. In 55 seconds of spinning toe hold, the winner, Jerry Oates. Match, they won fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing from Tampa, Florida, weighing 245 pounds, El Perez. Weighing 319 pounds from Russia, Nikolai Volkoff, referee at 1. How would you like to be in Al Perez's shoe right now? Al Perez, a sparkling young athlete. Tremendous future in this business Al Perez has, and a tremendous really right now that he has. He fights back against Volkoff. Volkoff and Perez landing some forearms. Perez can wrestle. He proved that as he was a Florida State high school champion. He has tremendous amateur background, and nobody's going to be pushed around. He fights back against Volkoff. If Perez could knock off Volkoff here, what a feather in his cap it would be, because, of course, next Saturday night it's Volkoff against King Kong Brody. Brody is back at Kiel Auditorium. Next Saturday, Volkoff would love to nail Brody with a knee like that, and he just did Perez. But remember, this time there's something different. 2 referees. 1 referee in the ring, 1 referee outside the ring. 2 referees for Brody and Volkoff. The last time they met, September 17th, Professor Tanaka. He's a close ally of Volkoff, got himself involved. And, of course, Spike Huber, who has a tremendous friendship with King Kong Brody, felt he had to get himself involved. The whole thing really ended up in chaos at his qualification. Brody and Volkoff don't need any help. That's what that second referee is going to be there to make sure of. Brody and Volkoff next Saturday. Huber has his own hands full against the fabulous freebird, Terry Gordy. And that's going to be a tremendous match. Everybody in the wrestling world will have their eyes on St. Louis next Saturday night, because Volkoff against Brody with 2 referees. Spike Huber against the freebird, Terry Gordy. Can Huber keep things rolling? Can Gordy keep his momentum going? Plus, Murdoch and his teacher, Killer Carl Cox, might even bring Alex along so Mickey can talk to him. Against Cowboy Scott Casey and Jerry Oates. And Oates and Murdoch have no love lost for one another either. Ed Warren bawling out Nikolai Volkoff to the batter that Volkoff was dishing out to Perez in the corner. Volkoff with a kick to the head of Al Perez. Perez has his hands full, but I believe he's more than capable of making Nikolai Volkoff battered, bruised, and maybe beaten. Perez knocked down to one knee. Volkoff grabs Perez and pitches him out of the ring right down to the cement floor of the Arena Sports Studio. Jam-packed once again. Volkoff raising his hands in triumph as Perez tries to regain his bearings. There he is. Look at that chest. Look at the neck on that man. Former member of the Russian Olympic weightlifting team. He stomped Perez and knocked him right off the apron. The man who maybe has proven that King Kong Brody is not indestructible. He can certainly prove it. He can etch it in concrete next Saturday night. Brody and Volkoff, Kiel Auditorium, the site of many great matches over the years. Many tremendous, hot, blazing feuds have been settled right in that ring. And Brody and Volkoff are going to try to settle it next Saturday. Volkoff yells, USA, huh? Perez, he drives that shoulder right to the shoulder plexus of Volkoff. Alex Perez, Al Perez, pounding on Volkoff, driving Volkoff to the corner. Volkoff slammed to the corner, but then he has the presence of mind to bring that big boot up into the chest of Perez. Volkoff, another kick to the head. Volkoff comes off the ropes and stomps on the back of Al Perez. Nikolai Volkoff standing on the throat and on the chest of Al Perez. 320 pounds. He's bigger than Brody. Look at that. Brody's going to give away almost 40 pounds to this man when they step into the ring. Brody's a bit taller, I think Volkoff a bit wider, if that's even possible. It's hard to believe, knowing King Kong Brody, that anybody could be wider than he is. Volkoff with a headbutt into the neck of Al Perez. I think the hair on Brody makes him look bigger because this guy here has got a crew cut here. Volkoff. They do have different barbers. Yeah, I believe so. Buddy Tama in Fairview Heights. Somebody else is going to one of your barbers. I don't think Brody's been a barber for some time. But that's his style. That's Brody. One of a kind. Non-conformist, sure. Want to call him a rebel? Go ahead and call him a rebel. He's proud of it. For good reason. Well, from everything I know about King Kong Brody is that man stands tall. Under any kind of pressure, in any kind of situation, he doesn't back down. And he's under all the pressure in the world next Saturday night against Volkoff. He'll be back from Japan tomorrow. He's going to sit at home down in South Texas all week and think about Volkoff. 5 minutes have expired, 5 minutes left. Volkoff pounding on the back of muscular Al Perez. Volkoff with a forearm snatch. That's like a sledgehammer coming home. Perez reaching inside that cross arm grip. I think Volkoff realized Perez had an idea there. Perez fighting back. A fiery Farland clamps on a side headlock. Volkoff whips into the rope. Flying tackle. Volkoff stands his ground. Perez drops it. Volkoff knocks to the rope. Perez comes flying again. Cross body. Volkoff caught him. Volkoff caught him. Backbreaker. Cradle. Nikolai. Volkoff caught Perez in midair and covered him with a cradle after the backbreaker. Well, there's that power. Perez with a flying cross body block, and Volkoff somehow caught him in the air. He's the winner. Let's go to Mickey Garagiola. 5 minutes and 43 seconds. The backbreaker, then the cradle. The winner, Nikolai Volkoff. And Nikolai Volkoff with us right now. You had your hands full against young Al Perez. No, there's such a thing I never hear. I never fight one American wrestler that can fight. Yeah, chicken. Especially blows are broadly. He hide behind his mother's shirt. He's too scared to come here. He fight me. Man as a man. Next Saturday night, you know, it's two referees. Now, Brody complained about Tanaka coming to the ring on your behalf. He said, can't Volkoff fight his own battle? Yes, I can fight my own battle. Someone can come here only for 1 reason. Someone blew the Brody friend. To blew the Brody, he brings the rose. He grabbed the chair. He cannot fight like me. Because I come from the biggest and the greatest country and the strongest country in the world. If you just look, Olympics, they win every gold medal there is. They win more gold medals than all other countries put together. And now, though, you have a problem named Brody coming back from Japan, thinking about you day and night. No problem with Brody because right here, in my vein right here, is the blood of a champion. I fight not just for myself, I fight for my country too. Do the brother, remember one thing, you have no chance. Your ugly face, I'm going to be uglier. You know, your mother will recognize you. Let me tell you, nobody going to stop me. If my grandmother comes there, I will hit her, knock it down, just to get to you, brother. Because I cannot tell you, just think, and I kill away to block your leg. Nikolai, one other thing we have to bring up here, though. The last match, you were not able to get Brody in the air. How are you going to give him the backbreaker? Can you get Brody up? Yes, I will bring him up, and I will bring him up 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, and I will block his back, and I will run his ugly face. Well, we'll find out next Saturday, Kiel. Nikolai Volkoff's feelings are very, very clear. Back with more after this. Texas, weighing 235 pounds, stout, 6'4", Casey. From New Orleans, Louisiana, weighing 134 pounds, Donna Day. From San Antonio, Texas, weighing 239 pounds, Tully Blanchard. Referee Eddie Smith, North Carolina. Something a little different for St. Louis wrestling. Something fairly unique. A mixed tag match. Man and woman versus man and woman. Tully Blanchard and Donna Day against Scott Casey and Debbie Combs. The rules are very basic. It has to start out man against man and girl against girl if a tag is made. Crowd begins chanting at Tully Blanchard, "We want fight." And everybody knows about the troubles they've had. If a tag is made by one girl to a man, then the other man must come in the ring immediately. So really it's never a man against woman. Side headlock by Donna Day on Debbie Combs. Bernie Carter, the director, says, "I'd like to get one of those matches. The only thing is I'd skip part of the tag and I'll get in there with either Donna or Debbie." I have to agree with you. I don't think Tully Blanchard is a favorite here. I don't think they like Tully. I don't think they like him at all. He's not a bad golfer, which has nothing to do with it. It has nothing to do with what Spike Hubert's going to do to him. Side headlock by Donna Day on Debbie Combs. Tully Blanchard. Tully's made a lot of good points over the years, and certainly one of those is when you're on top, you win some and you lose some. Nobody's undefeated. The key is if you lose one, you got to keep fighting back. Spike Huber can talk about that. So can Brody. So can Volkoff. So can Murdoch in his early days. Maybe even Killer Carl Cox. I don't know about Alex. Alex, of course, as you heard, Donna Day stumbling over Debbie Combs. Debbie Combs grabbing Donna Day, though. Pulling that hair. And Donna Day had a tough spill there. Flying mare by Debbie Combs. Another flying mare by Debbie Combs. A third flying mare, and then Debbie ties up the head of Donna Day. She was saying about Alex. Mickey met him. I have never met Alex. But Alex, I guess, is a friend of Killer Carl Cox. Scott Casey talking about that a couple of weeks ago here on St. Louis Wrestling. Alex, I guess, I don't know, where is Alex? Mickey, you got introduced him. No, Alex, I think, is with Harvey right now. Harvey? Yeah, was that the rabbit's name? Oh, I think so. Yeah, I think so. Larry, I think the more we do this, I think the more you and I better go to the home. Look for Alex. That Alex has got us half crazy. But everybody's got their own pet, and Killer Carl Cox has got Alex, and he looks upon Alex to help him out when he gets in a tight spot. When you get in the keel next Saturday night, look up at the roof. Maybe you'll see Alex. Cox will be looking there. Murdoch better be looking across that ring. He better have both shoulders up in the mat. Yeah, right. Or Scott Casey will slam those shoulders right into the canvas. That's the strength between Donna Day and Debbie Combs. Combs goes down. Crowd chanting about Spike Huber to Tully Blanchard. This is they'll be chanting about Spike Huber to the Freebird, Jerry Gordy. Foul wrist lock by Donna Day on Debbie Combs. Debbie struggling to her feet. Flying mare by Debbie Combs. She tags Scott Casey. That means Tully Blanchard comes into action. So, Mr. Casey against Mr. Blanchard. Tully wants to complain to the referee. He hasn't even made contact with Scott Casey yet. He's got a complaint. Tully and Scott tie up. Tully puts the arm over. Casey reverses. Tully reverses. Down goes Casey. Down goes Blanchard. Whoa, says Tully Blanchard. Watch his fist, yells Tully Blanchard. Casey caught in the side headlock by Tully Blanchard. Could be a fast-moving, popular team, Scott Casey and Jerry Oates. Blanchard lifts Casey, body slam. Elbow drop from Blanchard. He covers, count of one. Nice counter by Scott Casey. Blanchard blocks it, though. Goes behind Casey. Casey manages to hang on to the arms. Good wrestling both ways. Elbow smash to the shoulder by Scott Casey. Casey twisting the arm. Casey again twists that arm around. Blanchard trying out. Armbar, arm twist combination, and Scott Casey's getting his money's worth. Now, Blanchard can get over and tag Donna Day. He can really change this momentum because Debbie Combs would have to come in. You have two fresh people. The referee makes sure that Blanchard's not entangled in the rope, and Donna Day, Tully Blanchard's partner, is very unhappy about things.
5 minutes in the last 5 minutes left.
Jack Casey, really a personable young man. He was sitting with us here a couple of weeks ago on St. Louis Wrestling. What a beautiful personality. Nice guy, and a nice guy who's not at all finishing last. He's right up there. In Greater St. Louis Wrestling Enterprises, truly have a lot of top wrestlers in the world. Maybe for political reasons, they never got the opportunity to wrestle here before. But they are now, and they are making their mark. You certainly cannot quibble with the credentials of people like Nikolai Volkoff, King Kong Brody, the Freebird, Terry Gordy, Spike Huber, Dick Murdoch, Jerry Oates, Scott Casey, Killer Carl Cox, Tully Blanchard, Terry Taylor, Professor Toru Tanaka, and the list is endless. We're for real, baby. Don't let somebody else tell you differently, because they are wrong. Debbie Combs, musky flip on Donna Day. Donna says, I'm leaving. That hurts. Oh. That's how Mickey Garagiola keeps people at Pietro's.
Same way. If you don't sit down on my cable, I'm going to throw a body slam on you.
He's trying to get Debbie to be the maitre d'.
How about that?
I didn't know Tully was a gentleman quite that well.
Let's go.
Whoa. Here comes Donna. That's what happens when you try to leave the restaurant. You haven't tipped Mickey.
Goodbye, Charlie.
Debbie Combs, a lot of bad blood between these two girls, Debbie Combs and Donna Day. Donna's been popping an awful lot about Debbie's mother, Cora. And you heard Cora say last weekend here on St. Louis Wrestling. I'm getting a little tired of that young lady popping off. I may have been in retirement except for one match for a couple of years. She keeps that up. I'm going to come back and teach her a thing or two. If she could. Look at the choke yells, Tully Blanchard. Debbie pounds on Donna Day, dumps her, and catapults her.
Left, 3 minutes.
3 minutes remaining, and Scott Casey's tagged in the ring against Tully Blanchard. Donna Day checking that the rib cage is still there, that the pelvis is still attached the same place it was. Mickey says, I don't think it is. Boy, I gotta admit, that's a dangerous move. Mickey's begging off. What's the matter? You going out with Mansfield again? The Continental Lover, Eddie Mansfield, and Mickey Garagiola. I don't know if Blanchard's in the air, but he's pretty doggone close. Casey fights his way out of it. Casey with an elbow smash to the head. Casey hurls Blanchard into the corner. Oh! Blanchard falls over. But that could be an automatic disqualification if it was ruled that the opponent did it intentionally, but he didn't. Make a tag, says Blanchard. Scott Casey brings in Debbie Cole. Blanchard wants his hand raised by verdict of disqualification. Well, Tully was up on that top rope, but I think he took advantage of things.
He's a smart fox.
Donna Day dumps Debbie Cole. She's going to try the same thing on Debbie that Debbie did to her. Oh, she catapults Debbie into the ropes. Ropes first. Good use of the ring and the ropes by Donna Day. Debbie Cole whips the ropes. Clothesline by Donna Day. The Day jolted herself. I think she got her arm tangled up underneath the chin of Debbie Cole. Both ladies a bit stunned right now. Casey urging Debbie up. Paul Young at Donna Day. Whoops. Debbie blocked at the small package. Now, boy, up there, struggling around, caught in that small package, the front rolling cradle. Here comes Blanchard rolling Donna Day up on top. Scott Casey gets there. Donna Day shoulder down, and there it is. I think, yes, Debbie Cole did it up on top. Tully Blanchard interfered. The referee's ran him out. Scott Casey interfered. Everybody was rolling around on shoulders and ended up that Debbie Combs had the small package on Donna Day, and Donna Day says to Tully Blanchard, whose side are you on? I don't think you realize it was Casey that rolled that small package one more time. Let's go to Mickey Garagiola.
In 9 minutes and 2 seconds, small package, the winning team of Scouts Casey and Debbie Combs.
Excitement to Steel Auditorium. King Kong Brody tackles Nikolai, Volkoff, and 2 referees are assigned to the battle. 1 official in the ring and 1 outside. Spike Huber, winner of the Texas Death Match over Tully Blanchard October 7th, opposes Terry Gordy of the fabulous Freebirds. Dick Murdoch and killer Carl Cox clash with Scott Casey and Jerry Oates. Tully Blanchard meets Terry Taylor, a protege of Jack Bristol. Professor Toru Tanaka and Randy Savage take on Tom Pritchard and Tiger Conway Jr. Wild Bill Irwin tests Steve Regal. Marty Oates faces Eddie Mansfield. George Wells meets Luke Williams. Tickets are on sale at the Steel Auditorium. All famous bar stores. Regal Sports are called dial tips. Send mail orders to Wrestling, 5700 Oakland, St. Louis, 63110. The prices are 4, 5, 6, and 7 with $2 off for kids 14 and under. It's Brody against Volkoff with 2 referees. Huber against Gordy, Saturday the 29th, 8 p.m. at Steel Auditorium.
Match, they won fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing from Pensacola, Florida, weighing 284 pounds, the fabulous Freebird Terry Gordy. And from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing 262 pounds, Jason Reeves.
The fabulous Freebird Terry Gordy takes on St. Louis and Jason Reeves. The Freebird flips his hat outside to Joe Warren. He'll get those Warren boys in shape yet. We're supporting that whole family. Hey, listen, that's a good family, too. Tell you that. Pop did a good job. Jason Reeves and Terry Gordy lock up. Reeves has the size to match up with Terry Gordy. Next Saturday night at Steel Auditorium, fiery Spike Huber, the man who never quits, will be giving away some size to the Freebird. But that never stopped Spike Huber. Fire in the heart. Reeves pushing Gordy to the rope. Gordy shoves Reeves back. Reeves very cautious. He knows the reputation of the Freebirds. Terry Gordy, of course, his partners Michael Hayes and Buddy Roberts. They've been owners of the world 6-man tag team title claim. Because I don't know anybody else claiming that, like there's in the World Heavyweight Championship where everybody, his mother claims it. They have just about as much reason to.
I agree with you 100%.
And you got the I-70 world champion.
I-70, ICC, and Midwest, the Hill.
And Dick Murdoch.
And Dick Murdoch.
It's nothing worth the ability of the people involved. It just goes to show the kind of situation there is in wrestling today. Terry Gordy, a big man with one arm. I'm not seeing King Kong Brody. That is swing. Jason Reeves down. Terry Gordy is swinging him down. Oh, Reeves fires a punch into the midsection of the Freebird. Terry Gordy lifts him in one arm. We've seen King Kong Brody do that, and right now Terry Gordy give me a little inkling of what he might have in store for Spike Huber next Saturday at Kiel. Gordy stomping on Jason Reeves. Only 22 years old. This man was professional at the age of 18. He has the poise, he has the ability, he has the age, he has the toughness, and he's laughing right now, the fabulous Freebird, Terry Gordy. Reeves throws his shoulder up into the stomach of Terry Gordy. Throws a punch. Gordy. Just take it. Look at that. That's a tough man. Almost as though, hit me again, Jason. Gordy retreats to the corner, and I don't think those blows are having a whole lot of effect on Terry Gordy. Gordy whipped in the corner by Jason Reeves. Oh! He put that boot right on the bearded chin of Jason Reeves. Terry Gordy completely self-confident. Reeves trying to fight his way back against Terry Gordy. Gordy taking a look at it as though to say, is that the best you can hit me? By Kubro hitting a few times. Gordy rubs his head. Gordy lashes out, dropping Jason Reeves. Terry Gordy.
22 years old. I remember being built like that at 22.
Oh, that's a big man. Oh, he drives that boot right into the sternum. Picks that thumb up. That could be the Oriental spike he's thinking about now. The hole that was taught to him by the same Japanese master who taught Professor Toru Tanaka the hole we saw once on one of those tapes from Texas. His Abler man, Reeves, doesn't even know where he is. Oh, there he is, digging it in. It's not on the windpipe. Gordy digging in with that Oriental spike on Jason Reeves. Gordy with the Oriental spike on Jason Reeves. Reeves swerving, but he's certainly in no position to go anywhere. He may have to submit. You can see that thumb stiff and driven into the side. Now Gordy leaving him alone. The referee stopping the match. The Gordy's not done. Oh, Gordy, a big leg drop right into the head. Gordy handily and hurt, wanted to punish him, but the referee had already stopped the match due to Jason Reeves. I think Reeves is injured. I think Jason Reeves is hurt. Look at the body quivering. He's out. Oh, he's out. That Oriental spike really did the job on Reeves. Now let's go to the ring with Mickey Gargiulo, and then we'll talk with Terry Gordy.
With the Oriental spike in 3 minutes and 51 seconds, the winner, Fabulous Freebird, Terry Gordy.
Terry Gordy, the Fabulous Freebird, and your Oriental spike, Mr. Gordy, certainly proving to be very effective. They're going to have to carry Jason Reeves out.
That's right. You know, that's something that I come back from Japan with. It's something that's won me a lot of matches. And, you know, I've noticed something around here. I noticed that the people around here don't really like me that much. I just want to tell the people something. You know, you can go ahead and you can touch me. You can go ahead and you can spit on me. Or you can go ahead and take your chances and you can hit me. But just be ready to suffer the consequences. That's all I got to say. And you know, next Saturday night, I don't know who I'm wrestling yet. But all I can say is this. I'm going to come out there and I'm going to kick some butt. Because I come from a butt-kicking family. And I don't mind telling anybody, it don't bother me to go out and get nasty. It don't bother me to go out and get mean. Just ever how I like it. Ever how I want to do it.
And the Freebird legend keeps expanding. I know you were in Japan this summer. I understand there's a bit of a bidding war going on among Japanese promoters for you, Terry Gordy.
Well, that's right. You know, they're trying to get their money together over in Japan. But while they're trying to do that, I'm taking care of business. You know, I remember I was here a couple of years ago, and all it did, it took me one night to kick everybody's butt in St. Louis. I was here a couple of years ago, and believe me, I know that the competition has got a lot stronger. I know that. Brody, Brody, oh, hey, that makes me sick, man. You make me want to throw up right here on TV talking about Brody. It don't matter to me who it is. Bring them on right here because I got something right there.
The Oriental Spike. Terry Gordy, the Oriental Spike. He's proven its effectiveness.
Body down. It don't matter where it's at. It don't matter if it's in St. Louis. It don't matter who it is. I don't care. I'm just here to kick some butt, and that's what I'm going to do.
Well, we're going to find out if Mr. Gordy, as tough as he claims to be, next Saturday for sure.
Introducing from Palm Springs, California, weighing 232 pounds, Sammy Darro. From Lecterhead to Texas, weighing 270 pounds, Dick Murdoch.
Dick Murdoch takes on Sammy Darro. Sammy Darro, good-looking young athlete, and Dick Murdoch is rough and tough as they come. Darro's ready to throw a punch. And Murdoch, I believe, spotted Jerry Oates sitting in the background watching him. And I'm sure he's watching to see if he can pick up something before next Saturday's action at Kiel Auditorium. And Murdoch's with his teacher, Killer Carl Cox, against Jerry Oates and Scott Casey. Dick Murdoch. Oh, he's coming out like a killer. Murdoch. Oh, what a body slam by Murdoch. Murdoch dragging Sammy Darro to the apron. Dick Murdoch has Darro suspended on the apron, driving an elbow into the throat and into the chest. Murdoch bringing Darro. Look out. Murdoch a little bit going berserk outside the ring. Here comes Lee Warren outside the ring to restore some order. Murdoch is slamming him back in after Murdoch had clobbered Darro with a post at ringside, one of the stanchions. Murdoch dropping Darro with an elbow smash. Murdoch grabs Sammy Darro, hooks the head. Oh, look out, the Texas Brain Buster. The Texas Brain Buster by Dick Murdoch. He covers Darro, count of 1, 2, and 3. The Texas Tornado ran roughshod over there. You get your chance next Saturday. Next Saturday you'll find out, Mr. Murdoch. Next Saturday. Let's go to the ring and Mickey Garagiola. In 1 minute, 31 seconds. The second spin by Dick Murdoch. An Australian tag team match, most falls for curfew. From Indianapolis, Indiana, weighing 237 pounds, Spike Eubank. From Belleville, Illinois, weighing 223 pounds, Brian Madden. From Atlanta, Georgia, weighing 233 pounds, Timbs. And from Tampa, Florida, weighing 237 pounds, Eddie Mansfield. Huber and his protege, Brian Madden, go against Eddie Mansfield and Ken Timbs. Most falls to curfew. I also had a whole lot of time left, but that happens sometimes, and I think you'll have to agree that in this hour of St. Louis wrestling, you've had a little bit of everything. A mixed tag. This is the third tag match on the card. We talked with Gordy, talked with Volkoff. There's action up there right now. Look at Timbs and Huber fly. Hip toss by Timbs. Timbs hits the rope. Huber ducks the knee. Huber waiting. Hip toss by Huber. Arm drag by Spike. And Tim says, that's enough. I got to think about this. Eddie Mansfield. Decide that on me, man. Mr. Mansfield not lacking in confidence. Mickey Garagiola preparing ringside after the attack by Dick Murdoch on Sammy Darro. Oh, Huber blocking the attempt to throw him head first into the top turnbuckle. Spike with those big arms and neck. Blocks that one with his foot. And Tim takes the trip. A wild punch misses. A Tommy D drop. And Tim is thrown right to the elbow smash of Brian Madden. Body slam.
2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
Deuce yells Eddie Mansfield, his partner Ken Timbs. Timbs slams the head of Brian Madden into the knee of Eddie Mansfield. Mansfield going to work on young Brian Madden. Madden whips to the ropes by Mansfield. And elbow smash drops Brian Madden. Eddie Mansfield lifts the protege of Spike Huber for a backbreaker. Mansfield grabs Huber again. Come on, brother, yells Spike Huber to Brian Madden. Madden comes off the ropes and he's clotheslined down by Eddie Mansfield. Madden managed to duck part of the blow. Mansfield dropped the knee into the back of Brian Madden. I think if he'd have caught that full force, Madden might be pinned right now. But Brian had the force of mind to get the head a little bit to the side. Mansfield popping Brian Madden in the head.
1 minute left. 1 minute.
Mansfield, a chop to the throat on Brian Madden. Mansfield, another punch to the head of Brian Madden. Mansfield going up on the second rope. Move, Brian yells, fight Huber, and he does. Madden gets over to Huber. Huber pops Mansfield. Mansfield and Huber toe-to-toe. Mansfield whips to the ropes by Huber. Huber catches Mansfield, gets him to the air. Big body slam from Spike Huber. Next Saturday, he'll be thinking Freebird, Oriental Spike. Can Huber handle that? Mansfield gets the Timbs, makes the tag. Huber right after him. Huber snapping in, but there's the bell. The curfew has expired. Curfew has expired. This match is a draw. That's all the time we have. You see Huber still pounding on Ken Timbs and thinking about next Saturday when it very well might be the Freebird Terry Gordy underneath there. We thank you for joining us this weekend for St. Louis Wrestling. Don't forget, next Sunday morning, 10 a.m.
With time expired, referee declares